Hello everyone, my name is Laurice Minton and I will be doing my informative speech on marijuana. Roughly 750,000 people are arrested for marijuana each year. The vast majority of them are for simple possession, with racial minorities overrepresented. Most marijuana users never use any other illicit drug. Increasing admissions for treatment are a reflection of the criminal justice system predominant role rather than increasing rates of clinical dependence. Marijuana potency is not related to risk of dependence or health impacts. Marijuana does not cause mental health problems. Marijuana can be protective against the formation of cancer. Marijuana has been proven helpful for treating the symptoms of a variety of medical conditions. The body's endocannabinoid system may explain why. Rates of marijuana use among young people tend to decrease when a state adopts medical marijuana. Marijuana does not cause long-term cognitive impairment in adult users. There is no compelling evidence that marijuana contributes substantially to traffic accidents or fatalities. Of the estimated 22 million pounds of marijuana grown each year in the United States, nearly 80% comes from California, Tennessee, Kentucky, Hawaii, and Washington. In 2013, California authorities seized 329 outdoor grow sites and hauled away 1.2 million plants, 119,000 pounds of trash, 17,000 pounds of fertilizer, 40,000 gallons of pesticides, 244 propane tanks, 61 car batteries, 89 legal dams, 81 miles of irrigation piping. Tree pads accounted for 72% of outdoor plants seized in California in 2013. Nearly half of the cannabis eradicated by law enforcement nationwide was on public or trial land. During California's growing season, outdoor growers consume roughly 60 million gallons of water a day, 50% more than what is used all by the residents of San Francisco. An estimated 1/3 of America's pot crop is grown indoors. Medical marijuana and cannabis medicines are known to be beneficial for pain, nausea, and appetite enhancement, multiple sclerosis, spastic disorders, HIV and AIDS, diabetes, substance abuse, and mental health. As of July 8, 2014, a total of 22 states plus the District of Columbia have what are called effective state medical marijuana laws, and one more state has created an academic program which may in the future help the state's patients. These states include Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Washington. In addition, 10 states, Alabama, Florida, Iowa, Kentucky, Mississippi, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Utah, and Wisconsin have enacted laws intended to allow a limited number of patients to use CBD oil. Some of the laws simply create a research program, and patients have to participate in a program in order to obtain the cannabis oil. As of July 3, 2014, a bill in Missouri to allow CBD oil has been passed by the state legislature and await the government's signature. In Florida, the law was known popularly as the Charlotte's Web Bill. named after one particular strain of cannabis, which is known for having high CBD and low THC content, though legislation itself does not specify that a particular strain be used. Also, in addition, in May 2014, the state of Minnesota enacted a limited medical cannabis law. The law does not include access to whole plant medicines in any form, rather only to extracts or concentrate, and actual smoking is prohibited. So for the purpose of this list, it is placed in a category of its own. According to the Marijuana Policy Project, under the final version of the legislation, Minnesota residents suffering from specific debilitating conditions such as cancer, HIV/AIDS, epilepsy, glaucoma, or terminal illness will be allowed to consume medical marijuana if they receive certification from the healthcare provider who is treating them or qualifying condition. Individuals suffering from intractable pain, nausea, wasting, or post-traumatic stress disorder are not included. Patients are able to consume medical marijuana in the form of liquid, pills, and oils, including those produced from whole plants, extracts, as well as through vaporization. They cannot use marijuana in its standard form of flowers and leaves. Patients must pay $200 per year to register with the health department. They will only qualify if their healthcare practitioner is willing to submit data to the state regarding the patient's treatment. According to the census data, in 2012, 33.2% of the United States population in the 18 states plus the District of Columbia were covered by some form of medical marijuana law. Determining exactly how many patients use marijuana with the state approval is difficult. According to a 2002 study published in the Journal of Cannabis Therapeutics, an estimated 30,000 California patients and other 5,000 patients in 8 other states possessed a physician's recommendation to use cannabis medically. More recent estimates are much higher. The New England Journal of Medicine reported in August 2005 that an estimated 115,000 people have obtained medical marijuana recommendations from doctors in the state with programs. Although 115,000 people may have approved medical marijuana users, the number of patients who have actually registered is much lower. So, there's the information on marijuana, and I think that even though it is illegal, it does help those who have severely illness, and I think that it will help them. So I think in some forms it should be legal to only help those, not for those who just want to get a high. So thank you for your time.